Hi! Today the boy is very excited and you guys are very high up because we are going to sort through my books, deciding which ones to give away, which ones to donate, and which one to keep. The original title is A Tale for the Time Being. I love this so much. I got it for like a penny, basically. There's no point in having the camera this high up, actually. I feel like I'm talking to God. Hello. It's very cute. The author is writing as if she found another girl's diary. It is really depressing, but it's depressing in like a good way. Like you become so introspective and so like, God, I have it fine. I have it fine. Because I think that depressive books can be very whiny. In this case, it's very well written. It's not whiny at all. I feel your pain and God, I wish I could give you a hug. Very good. Yes. I wish I could give you a hug, but you don't like hugs. This one we're keeping. Sociology of Law. It's for school. I have no reason to get rid of it. Educational. Kiki's Delivery Service. I don't know how to feel about this, because that's my favorite Ghibli movie, but it's not a manga. It's a kid's book. It's not very well written. I don't really feel like there's a point in having it. I don't have the movie in a physical form, and I wish I did. So I feel like this is a replacement for having the movie in physical form, but also I don't like this. Money wasted, unfortunately. God. Matilda, best book ever written. I know people are hating on Roald Dahl, trying to cancel my man because he's kind of fat phobic. But like, hey, he's just uncreative with some of his jokes. Cut my man some slack. I feel fine praising him as one of my favorite charming authors. Okay, don't look at my book, please. I'll live with the other book. Okay. Anyway, I really liked Matilda growing up, and I really like Roald Dahl, and I get you don't like him and his comedy. That's perfectly fine and valid, because yeah, it's kind of low. I found this in a dumpster, by the way. This one's the keeper. This one, The Search for Wandla. So if you don't know, I'm dyslexic. I need audiobooks. And the audiobook for Wandla is the most garbage shit I've ever heard. The English version, obviously. The English version is so good, and I want to read it, but it's on Audible, and I don't have Audible because I do not support Amazon. I don't feel comfortable getting rid of Wandla because I want to do it justice by like actually listening to the good audiobook. It's gorgeous. There's an online map that you can interact with, and it's just so cool, and I love it, and I wish I liked the actual book. Storage pile. The Prince and the Dressmaker. I really like this. It just reminds me of bad times in the storage pile for now. Curiosity House. I'm not gonna think about this one too hard. I'm gonna get rid of it. It's just too bad. It's got a very nice cover. It feels like such like a cool find, you know, if you hit the jackpot in a thrift shop. And then like I didn't even really register it's a murder mystery until like halfway through, and then when like the big reveal like killer is, I'm like, wait, but I don't even really know why we care. I wish I liked it, but I don't see myself ever changing my mind on the franchise. So you got Terry Prachett. Sorry. I'm not even gonna attempt to read the title, because the thing is, I don't speak Serbian. I was never taught. My sister was. This is her book that she gave to me because I really like Terry Prachett, and she was like, oh, I have Terry Prachett books. It just looks really fun. I wish I could read it, you know? I feel like that's the storage. Because maybe one day I'll learn to speak Serbian well enough to read. It's a kid's book though, so I feel like I could do a silent voice. This is technically not mine. It was my sister's. She gave it to me because she was like, "Oh, hey, you're into weeb shit. You can take my old weeb shit." I'm not shitting on A Silent Voice, obviously, but I don't really feel an emotional connection towards it at the moment. Since I got it from my sister, I would feel bad getting rid of it. I can ask her opinion on it. Censor by Junji Ito. Love this book, no question about it. I'm keeping this up. Princess Ever After. This one, I'm kind of iffy about. Oh, it's gay, so it's cute. You know, it's just the fact that it's two ladies that makes it good. You know, it's kind of. I don't remember the plot. Like, there was a point in time where I just liked things that were cute just because they were cute, and I didn't really care about the substance of it. So it just got a lot of shallow shit, and I feel bad about it now, and this feels very representative of that. I think there are people who would want this though, so I feel like I should give this away. Okay. Moving on. This book is the most autistic shit ever. What are you doing? Oh, some of my interests are 1860s fashion and manga. Well, my sister goes, "Hey, do you want to go to Livrustkammaren?" Which is like a museum of what kings and queens wore throughout history. They are collaborating with Nosebleed Studios. And I lose my shit. And I go, what? Making manga about Swedish royalty from the 1800s? And she goes, yeah. So obviously we go there, and they have this book. It's more of like a comic style. It's not like written as a manga. I have like, it's and then these little. My favorite lady I have right here. Oh, I love it so much. I love it so much. That's her on the cover. I got it signed. It's her dress, IRL dress. It's so good. It's so good. Long story short, I'm keeping this book. I love this so much. I love this so much. Here we have The House in the Cerulean Sea. I really like it. Am I ever going to reread it? And is there a point in keeping it? Because the thing is, I bought this for my sister. This was her birthday gift, and she didn't like it, so she gave it back to me. So she obviously doesn't care about it. But I also don't really want to keep it. I'll ask her about this one too. Big boy time. This feels the same as Princess Ever After. The only thing that makes it good is that it's diverse. There's no real plot. There's nothing's really memorable. It's a good kids book, but as an avid reader of kids books, it's very, very shallow. Thing is, that's what I like about Roald Dahl and people like him. While yes, they aren't as progressive and as useful to a child, they're not gonna teach a kid how to be a good person per se, but they are fun to read. This, gorgeous, amazing. I mean, it hurts my soul because by God, it's expensive. And I was like, oh, but it's fine, you know, it's for the aesthetic. But I feel like it's more important to have things that you actually like and emotionally connect with than maintaining an aesthetic. Dustiest book in existence. Look how shiny and pretty they are. 6 of Crows. Oh, sorry, I keep saying they're not non-binary, they're just actually 2 of them. Gorgeous. Absolutely fucking fantastic looking. However, these were also a gift to my sister that she didn't want to keep because she didn't really like the books. But the book talk girl is go fucking insane for this shit. I don't get it. I think they're kind of boring. I think they're kind of meh. It's really not my cup of tea. There's so much romance that I just don't care about, and there's so much action that I don't care about, because they're not like, you wouldn't donate them, Because again, I bought them for my sister. I can't give away her gifts. And they are fucking expensive and fucking gorgeous. So like, they're good decoration. They're good decoration. That's why they're so fucking dusty. I never touch them. But I feel like it's more important to have things that you actually like and emotionally connect with than maintaining an aesthetic. This, back to kids' books. I made a point to read this by myself. I'm dyslexic, okay? I'm genuinely proud of reading this book with my own two eyes at the age of 17. It's not that good. I'm never gonna reread it, and even though it represents an accomplishment, it's still an accomplishment I'm ashamed of, so I don't really think it's worth keeping as a trophy. Donating. Binas Historia means the bee's history. The bee's knees. It's 3 short stories. The boy escaped. Anyway, I would have much preferred if they wrote the whole past, the whole present, and the whole future. 3 clear, separate stories. I don't like that they're intertwined. It confuses me and my tiny little brain. I'm keeping the book. It's a very good book. If you speak or read Swedish, I recommend. I love it. I love it so much. Ibland bara måste man. It means sometimes you just have to. It's very good. However, I don't remember anything. I get it and I go, good times. So I want to reread it. The thing that's great about having an awful memory is that you get to re-experience the things that you like over and over again, like it was for the first time. I'm keeping this one because I want to reread it. This fucker, spoiler, the bad guy is a spider. And like, I hated that shit because it's such a cute premise. It's a horror book for kids, by the way. You keep thinking like the twist is gonna be about the janitor, because either A, it's grosser than you expected and the janitor is the bad guy, but it's just even more horrible than you could have imagined, or B, it's not the janitor, and that's what the twist is gonna be. But no, the twist was that it was the janitor, so it wasn't even a twist, but it was a spider, and you're like, what the fuck? I kept this book for a while just to be like, I'm gonna get over it, I'm gonna stop being mad eventually, because everything in this book is good until the end. But no, I'm so mad. I want to like it, but no. I've tried to change my mind. I'm not going to change my mind. However, good horror. It's so good. This is what horror is supposed to be. Oh, it's just gore. It's just plain gore. There's no plot. There's nothing. It's just gore and I'm not being weird. Anyway, keeping this one. Point. This is interesting. It's a short story collection. I'm never gonna read it in my life ever. I got it from my cousin because he was like, hey, you're a girl and as a woman I know that you are insecure, so here, read this book about female empowerment. And like, I appreciate the gesture. At the risk of sounding sexist, this shit's like feminist comics. And I've got nothing against feminism, don't get me wrong, but it's fucking ugly, man. And I don't give a shit. I am fully aware that there are beauty standards, that men are garbage and whatnot. Could not care less. And that's rude, because I mean, he didn't mean anything rude by giving it to me. He was like, oh, it matters a lot to me that you do what she's doing and like obsessed about what you look like. I'm like, I think I'm the hottest person on earth, so thank you, but I'm aware I feel nothing towards it, which is kind of sad, because like every other book basically that I have was a gift I gave someone else that they gave back to me because they didn't want it, and the one book that was given to me to be for me, I didn't want. I think everyone just has, if no one knows what other people's book taste is, I think, is the problem. But either way, that's everything. Asking my sister, giving to people I know, giving to people I don't know, aka donating, keeping. That's progress. See, I'm not a hoarder. That's a good stack. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for listening to me ramble about my books. Mainly about the ones I didn't like, but also, never forget. It's sad that it's so short, but it's okay, because we love it anyway. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a good day, night, or evening, whenever you decided to join me. And always remember that you are loved. Bye bye.
Sick, feeling sicker than you know. Killed a bird without a stone. Taught the dog to throw a bone. For a while, sleeping like a babe. The curiosity. Cadillac, you see. So leave me stranded on the carpet, head under the faucet, you're my alibi. It's fair enough you wanna cock it, hoping I'll forget following the night. You made a joke about the half-cut, ate a metaphor and lady made her cry. Well, luck's been changing and it's so apparent.